Hi, my name is Audrey Benjamin, and this is my demonstration speech. Art has always been an expression of people, an expression that illustrates the emotion of people in history. People today use timeless works of art to decorate their homes and for a gift, but it's also often for an expensive price. But you can create your own copy of a painting for a much lower price, and it's more personal. Maybe you think that you lack the artistic talents, but anyone can learn to make art with a few simple techniques. When I was young, I won an art competition by copying a picture out of a book, and you can do that too. Here's how to paint a work of art in 3 easy steps. 1. You find a copy. 2. You draw it. And 3. You color it in with paint. Step number 1. Finding a copy. The idea of copying great paintings when you begin is to understand the methods used in art through an inductive way. You can copy a great famous piece and learn the skill sets used by the master artists without having to take a class or know a specific rule of painting. You just get that in a natural way by looking at the painting and trying to figure out how the artist is getting to the end products. So, you need to find a good resource for looking at the pictures you want to paint. You could use the internet, you can go to a museum, or you can look at an art book, or you could take an art history class and use the 10-pound art textbook. So you need to pick a simpler work of art to begin with. If you choose a work like this, you'll be overwhelmed and it's just too complicated and too difficult to try to copy for the first time. You can do that maybe later, once you acquire the skill sets necessary, but for now stick to a simpler piece of art, such as Starry Night by Van Gogh. I'll be using that to illustrate this demonstration. Step number 2. Begin by sketching. Use a piece of paper or a canvas to lightly trace the painting. You want to sketch in all the details, and you'll have a much easier time filling it in with paint later. Tilt the paper for a more accurate representation. If you leave your paper or your canvas flat like this and try to draw on it, your end product will look a lot different than the original painting because you won't have the accurate perspective and it'll just look awkward. So you need to tilt it. You can use an easel or your hand when you're writing on your desk. Just make sure you have a tilt and that will give you the accurate representation even if you're not aware. Step number 3. Paint your sketch. You want to choose the same medium as the artist did so that it's more realistic. Now you can see this doesn't look quite like the original that I painted, but because I had to use acrylic paints because I actually don't have any oil. Oil is what Van Gogh used. He squirted it out of the tube directly onto the canvas, but I didn't have any, so I had to use acrylic. You also want to use nice materials, quality over quantity. You can buy 99-cent bottle of acrylic paints at any art store, but the end product won't be as nice as if you had used nice paintbrushes and nice paint. Brands such as Winsor & Newton make a nice paint that lasts a lot longer than the cheap store brands, because if you use that kind of paint, it won't last as long. It will it'll fade out, and you'll have to go back maybe and fix it, and this has a nice oil base, and it's a better paint. So quality over quantity. You also need to find good lighting. If you are in a dark room trying to paint your picture and you're trying to mix the colors, it'll come out a lot darker than what you think it looks like, and you go to put it out on the painting and it's a lot darker than what you think it is, and you can't erase paint, so it's going to be stuck like that. So you have to have good lighting for better colors. And you can use a lamp or go outside. There's lots of different lighting options. Today I showed you the cost-effective techniques of creating your own painting, finding a copy, sketching, and painting in your sketch. You just created a beautiful work of art in nearly any time. Use this painting to decorate your house, for a gift, and there are so many options to share the gift of painting. Enjoy the art of painting for all its different uses. Thank you.